Fantastic.
Patients are reminded not to die in the corridors.
Hello there, Master Hellish here, and welcome back to my Theme Hospital Let's Play, or CorsixTH, whichever you want to call it, where today, hopefully we're going to get through the episode without any technical difficulties like last episode. I have changed my recording setup. It's not the optimum setup, but if the game crashes, the recording won't, so I'll be able to reload from an autosave and carry on. So here we are, we've been given the chance to build the ultimate in hospitals. This is the penultimate, not the ultimate, because next episode, if we pass this one, will be the last ever level of Theme Hospital. So we're going to be in a prestigious area. Hopefully that means we get lots of money. We'll be expecting big money. Oh, okay. To make big money. Yep, we're going to make big money. We're going to have a high reputation and so on and so forth. Right. Apparently there's been UFO sightings. I don't know what that's going to bring to the game. I deliberately didn't look it up because I want it to be a surprise if it's in here, if it means anything. And we need a reputation to be 700. That's quite high, but I reckon we can do it. So, we've got 70,000 to build a new hospital. Time is already passing by. I think we'll start the episode off with a quick time lapse, and I will build out the basic hospital. Here we go. So there we go, folks. I have successfully put one of everything in the hospital. We've managed to fit it in the starting area. I've got this consultant psychiatrist surgeon who's teaching the other people. For me, that's the best combination, because if they're also a researcher, I think they're going to ask for more money. So training, we've got nailed right from the off, and we've already got a few people skilling up. I don't know which ones exactly they are, but yeah, there's this guy here. I'm hoping he learns to be a surgeon before he becomes a senior doctor. And let's see, these guys, this guy will definitely skill both of those up before he becomes a consultant. I think I missed one, but never mind. Overall, I think we're looking pretty good. I'm just going to make sure. I don't know what he is. He's just a normal consultant. Oh, there's the psychiatrist. Put him in there. I'm going to basically put them in the rooms because that's where the radiators are. Trying to keep them warm. We've got 17 grand in the bank. We've got quite a lot of staff. We've got 3 researchers and 3 in training and a trainer. So we've currently got 7 doctors not doing anything. But if we can get past this point with that many doctors, then not only will, as we expand, we not need to buy more doctors, but the doctors we'll have will be better. So I'm hoping that things are going to be good. Also, I'm hoping our reputation is going to be good. So we're not allowed to let the balance drop below 2,000. We're not allowed to let our reputation drop below 400. It's currently 504, so I think we'll be fine with that. People are really happy. They're not very thirsty. They're a little bit cold. Why? Should we notch it up a touch? Maybe a couple of radiators in the corridors and then we'll be alright? I think we'll do that instead of notching it up. Radiator, radiator, radiator. Let's put one down here, one in this corridor at the end there, and one in the middle over here. That should do it nicely. There's another person leaving the hospital cured. I think there's probably 3 or 4 patients we cured now. I mean, if we have a look at the graphs, I think we'll be able to find that out. Status charts. Here we go, charts. Let's get rid of all that. There are visitors and cures. Okay, so we've had 5 visitors so far, 3 cures and no deaths. That's a good start. We've currently got somebody here. They paid a lot of money. They seem happy. They're not going to die. Brilliant. The receptionist fits in here quite well, and I like the idea of this GP's being here. Kind of like the layout, even though the toilets would probably move. Research and training will definitely move, and then I'm guessing, yeah, the helipad's down here, so we might actually keep this as a diagnostic area and then move treatments to one of these 2 buildings. We're down to 15,000 now, so I think it's going to be a matter of just letting our hospital run a little bit and see where we get on. I mean, at the moment we're not doing any... we are doing research into drug and improvements. I think we're going to have to start moving that to to cure and diagnostic equipment, so that we get the next level things coming through soon. But let's just spread. Let's just quick check a doctor. So there's some really good consultants, but we don't need them. We can train our own brilliant consultants, thank you very much. Yes, I am going to switch the training now. Diagnostic more than cure. And we've got 3 people with TV personalities, and they require immediate assistance. So this should be a good test. There's our psychiatrist over here. He's not the best in the world, he's not the worst in the world. His ability level is quite good. He is not very tired at the minute, although I think after this emergency I might adjust the go to staff room level to allow our staff to nip there and take a rest a little more often. But let's just see how we get on with this emergency. Come on, come over here, get on the couch. Have a nice chat. What, you got TV personalities? So you think you're somebody on TV or something along those lines. I can't remember what the information... Do we get information if we, like, click on these? We don't, do we? Oh, well, never mind. Well, there's one cured. Now, you better cure. You're happy as well. What's the rate on that one? TV personalities. It just says cure. You can handle this treatment. So I don't know if people have a chance of dying. But they've paid anyway. We've got the bonus. So let's push on for a little bit and see how the money rolls in and out. Right then. So we have done a little bit of expansion. I've bought this building back here. It cost me about 7,000 to do that, and I moved the staff room, training and research down here out of the way. It's not anywhere patients are going to be going. It's less distance for everybody to travel. Money is tight. We are floating just above 0, and we have been for some time, although I have managed to buy the X-ray and the slicer. I do though want to make sure that all of these are well looked after, because we did have an earthquake. I can't afford to replace any of these But some of our doctors are now training up quite nicely. We've got a new junior who knows nothing, but he will do by the time he's finished. And we've got one of our surgeons going in, because hopefully before he becomes a consultant, he will learn psychiatry. But I don't know whether he will or not. We'll have to see. But we've got a VIP visiting, so hopefully that'll be a little bit of money. Our reputation seems to have slipped slightly. Where's our reputation? It's down. Oh, well, it's 493. That's not too bad. Everybody's really happy. We've killed another person. People are now dying a little bit. Let's have a look at the graph. 7 deaths. Not great. I'm hoping that that is not a fail for the level, because that would be terrible. Oh, good, an epidemic. Okay, we're going to attempt to cover it up, and then everything will be fine. There's one guy, although he did just walk past our VIP. There we go. Now we've got something here. We've got heriitis. We can't cure it. We haven't got the facilities. We're going to have to send the patient home. We haven't got the money to build those sorts of pieces of equipment yet. We'll get there. We will get there. But we haven't got the money for that yet. I'm not seeing many patients in the hospital right now. In fact, I'm seeing one. And that... what? No, wait, there's another patient here. You are on the way to the reception desk, apparently. What reception desk? That's weird. Also, I think this bed's the wrong way around. Yes, I've got one bed that's the wrong way around. Never mind. He's got a broken heart. Hopefully you can get that sorted out. Hopefully this person here, who's contagious, can get sorted out. He can pay to be diagnosed. But the good news is, because of our training program, a lot of our staff here are trained up with surgery and psychiatry. So I don't really have to worry about micromanaging that. This guy is going to be brilliant at both. This guy, I'm not sure if he's going to get 100% trained before he becomes a senior doctor. But we've got 2,000 in the bank at the moment, and things are not really getting too much worse. We could build a blood machine and a scanner if we had the money. We could also build hair restoration and decontamination if we had the money. So the research is ahead on that point. We've got 2 grand there. Hopefully we can cover up this infection, and we won't get a massive fine. 6 grand in the bank, so things are slowly on the up. If we look at the hospital, it's got hospital value on here. We haven't got a hospital value graph. Well, that's a shame, because that would show you that things are slowly improving. What I want to do is to be able to buy probably these 2 buildings here, maybe. I don't know, and make them move all the cures to them, and then just pad out the diagnosis, because I basically want to move the operating theatre and all these gubbins out the middle. It's a big room. It's a bit bigger than it needed to be, but it's not stopping me progressing at the minute. That's money. So there you go. Training and everything's still going well. Money is just about going in the right direction. Keep having to send the odd patient home, but not too bad overall. Not too bad. So what we'll do now is we will let the money build up a little bit. I will try and purchase a new wing, and we'll move things around and see what we can do. Right then. We have a bit of money, and I've got this particular section here, up here, over there, here, purchased. A couple of things happened. We basically built up a little bit of money ourselves. We had an epidemic, which I was quiet about, and then we got a payoff of 8 grand. That was good. And we had an emergency of lots of slack tongs, and we got a lot of money out of that too. So we've got a patient here with serious radiation. We've now got the money to be able to buy the machine to sort that out. So we're going to get the patient to wait a while, slow the game down, and we're going to stick it in here. So clinics, decontamination, that seems to fit quite nicely there. We can have nice big wide corridors. We're going to get as much in here as possible. We'll put that there. Fire extinguisher and a radiator in the room. Put the radiator down there. And there we are. Doctor's off to decom. I think what we'll do is then we'll put another big one here and then the smaller ones across the back there. So let's see if we can move these. That one's not in use. So any of them that's not currently in use right now, that's the one we will move. We'll give it the width it needs plus a little extra length. May as well. We've got the space here to be able to do that. There we go. The inflator's not being used, so let's delete that out of the hospital and just do the same thing there. I don't know how many of these we're going to be able to fit, especially with this doorway here. We're definitely going to be able to get another one in, so we can move the slicer machine. We've discovered serious radiation. That's been sorted out, or it will be now when that lady gets there. Now I think in the base game she would be glowing green, but she certainly isn't now. These rooms here could be made bigger by one, but then you know what? I'm going to leave a little gap here. It can be. We can put a corridor. I don't know. The slack tongue doesn't need to be that big. There we go. Slack tongue can go there. We can get our radiator, fire extinguisher. We've bought this wing. We've bought this shower. We've still got 15 grand in the bank. We're going to move all these chairs and things. Drinks machines can go in these alcoves. Bin can go in the corridor there. We'll just move a couple of chairs here as well. I don't know how many is down here. I can't really see. This is one of the things I'm looking forward in 2 Point Hospital, is being able to move things around and actually see what I'm doing. All these chairs down here, I may as well move them over. Get it sorted out. There we are. Looks like somebody's a little thirsty, but you've been in the shower, you had your clothes on in the shower, and you paid us $1,800 for the privilege. There we go. Now if it looks like the recording is getting a bit funny in the frame rate, it's not. It's the game. It does it sometimes a little, but there's not a massive amount I can do about it. It's the game. It's the game. Right, so I'm thinking... Oh, hang on. The operating theatre is not currently being used, so let's shift that. Pop it down here in this corner. Oops. Now what I'm thinking is if we match that there and we bring this to so it does a 3 gap there. Which way? Doors. Let's have doors here. Makes sense to me because that needs to be around here. Let's put the radiator down there. Oh, there's 2 in there. There we go. Yes, that's good. I like that. I might make this one a little bit bigger. We've got room for a couple more drinks machines. Oh, somebody else died. That's not good. Doctor, you can just go in there. Oh, he's off to inflation already. So, I could put that up there, but it would block this corridor. We're going to end up with some funny shaped areas because of the corridors. But never mind. I'm not going to complain. We haven't gone bankrupt just yet. So we've got 11,000 in the bank. We've moved everything along. We've exhausted all of our diagnostics. Ideally, I would love to buy this scanner, but it's 12 grand. I don't even know what button I just pressed then. That's not good, is it? Let's put an extra chair there. Drinks machine. Put it there. I might keep the ward where it is. I do want to move the X-ray, but it is currently in use, as is the blood machine, I think. Ooh. The blood machine, the guy in the blood machine room seemed to have got stuck. We've got to keep an eye out for that because we get a lot of people who seem to get stuck. Now, money is getting a little bit better. I feel like we need to get an extra doctor. see. You're a rubbish doctor. Get in the training room. We'll get 2. So let's get you. You're gonna be good later on. We're gonna need you later on. We're preempting stuff here. Oh, emergency. With jellyitis, we haven't. No, we're going to have to refuse the emergency. I haven't had to refuse an emergency in this level before. We haven't researched the technology to cure that. We need hair restoration. We haven't really got space for that. I mean, I could put it here on the end. You know what? I am. Hang on a second. Okay, folks, we've been running a little while again, and money has just built up quite nicely. We had another epidemic and another emergency as well, which helped us along. We've now got hair. No, we had hair restoration. We've now got the jelly vat, and we've also. And I put the ultra scanner in. So we got the ultra scanner in that gap there. And we now need the jelly vat. That's going to cost us 11,000, but we can afford it. So I'm going to fit it in there as neatly as possible. It's not going to fit in with our curing section. I can't see a way we can stuff it in there. I'm not ready to buy another room yet. Another part of the building yet. We don't need to. So we'll put that in there with a fire extinguisher and a radiator. Jobs are good 'un for that clinic. We've still got 29 grand in the bank. Research, the diagnostic is all done, and if I remember correctly, we have actually got one of everything and 2 GPs off this. We do need more staff though. So at the moment we've got I think we've got 2 in training. So let's go in and get another 2 rubbish people. Let's get you. We get the best juniors we can find. There we are. We could probably do with another couple of seats in there, but I don't want to do more than a few at once because we don't need that many. We've got loads of people waiting for a GP's office up there. We do actually need more doctors. Where are all my doctors? We've got 1 here. What we need is to make sure that our wage requests are on grant. We've got 14 doctors. I mean, I know we've got 4 in training, 1 teaching and 3 research, but the rest are just running around the hospital like madmen. We've got 2 in operating theatre, 1 in the scanner, 1 in cardio, or he was in cardio. So yeah, we do need more doctors, so hopefully these guys are going to finish their training soon. In fact, you've trained both already. You're just improving your ability level. Not bothered about you being a consultant too much. So let's get you out of there. Get you in one of these offices round here. Get you working. Similar story for you. You're at a good level now. So we'll put you in somewhere. Crack on. Get things right. What we got here? Hairy-itis. Get patient to wait a while. We've got the money. We just don't have the space. We're going to have to buy this building up here. Cha-ching! Right. Seeing as we've got the building, we may as well move this. And put it there. This is where we now can start to afford to have bigger rooms than what we need to. Alright, so we got that jelly what's it in there. Have we researched the last one in this level? No. What's going on with the research? They should be going for... Oh look, they're nearly done. Okay, let's fast forward a little bit. Very close. Bam! We just researched something. What was it? The DNA fixer? Nice! Cool. I don't think we need that yet. We need the other one. Continue to go fast until we've researched it. I can see it coming. Here it goes. Let's just make sure that everything's running okay. This guy with hairy-itis is just waiting for a treatment room because I thought that's what was next. I kind of feel like moving this now because... Oh, hang on. Wait. Emergency. 9 people with fractured bones. We can do that. We just need to make sure the machine is well under In fact, it's a good idea to go around and make sure our most expensive machines are well looked after nicely. In fact, we've got enough handymen to make sure that they're all in good condition. Excellent. Yeah, they're all in good condition. Except the scanner. The scanner's in terrible condition. You there. I don't care where you're going. No, you. Stop it. Get in there. Oh, somebody's already fixing it. Right, we need one of our best nurses. One that's not tired. This one's quite tired. But she is brilliant. Do we have a brilliant nurse who's not tired, who's not busy? We'll leave it. We'll leave it. It'll probably be fine. Let's move this room. There we go. Plop. Make it a little bit bigger too. Oh yeah. What is it? Hair restoration. Start putting plants around everywhere next. There we go. There we go. Sorry, mate. Needed that chair. Let's get a drinks machine and a few benches. I'll put plants in later. These little nodules here are perfect for drinks machines. There we go. Right. Okay. We have space here. Not sure what I would use it for. I'm thinking another GP's office. Because, although having said that, we're coping with 2. No problem with coping. How's our nurse? Is she getting too tired yet? Nope, she's okay. So diagnosis maxed out. We don't need any more. Treatments are all looking good. Clinics, we're deliberately not buying the DNA fixer yet because I don't think we need it. Because we're waiting for that last one. Which is getting quite close now. So let's do some fast forwarding. Hopefully that patient isn't going to die. Where is he? Is he here? No, that one's cure for X-ray. Oh, did he die? Might have died. Ah, something I just realised is the the pharmacy is over here in the diagnostic wing, and it's actually making this area look a little bit congested, a little bit closed in. So what we'll do is we're going to move that over here as well. In fact, we might even have 2. Let's do it like this, so that there is a nice big room for our nurse to deliver her pharmaceutical brilliance in. There we go. I'm not going to bother putting benches on that side, but what I will do is just move these ones quickly. Not the nurse. Although I will grab the nurse. Yep, no, not the handyman. The nurse. Come here, nurse. And pop you in there. There, brilliant. Okay, so what we've got here, hairy-itis again. Okay, just wait a minute, all right? Don't die. Wait a minute. Look, we're close. We've got 2 nodules left. 1 nodule left. It's done, or is it? What was that? No, we cured all 9 people. Brilliant. There we go. Electrolysis clinic. Brilliant. That's 5 there. Perfect. Got lots of happy people walking down here that have been nicely cured. Fire extinguisher radiator. Brilliant. So that will be the handyman going over there to sort that out now. 42,000 in the bank. It's going well. We'll have this one licked in no time. Right, DNA fixer. We're having it in. And I'm going to make it go up to the edge of that room. It's oh, it is a big room. I've never had a DNA fixer before. Never had one. Oh. Oh. It's pretty weird. Patients who have been meddled with by aliens, I see, from another world must have their DNA replaced in this room. The DNA fixer machine does all that stuff. Brilliant. Now, the hairy-itis people are getting sorted out. All of these machines around here are going to need maintenance. The operating table definitely needs some maintenance. How's that scanner looking? Yep, that needs sorting out. Oh, X-ray, definitely need to fix that up. Blood machine's looking fine at the moment. Cardio isn't mean. We do need more doctors, but the doctors are getting. I was going to say are getting trained, but the trainer's in there and there's no doctors. I have no idea where they've gone. Not sure what this area here is going to be for, but we got a $2,000 cash reward there. And apparently there's still one more clinic. Don't know what it is, but it's nearly researched. There we are, it's all done. So what is it? It's not there. Is it a treatment? What? It's not a new. There's not a new. I'm not seeing anything new on the list. No, there's nothing new. So what we're going to do is we're going to pop some toilets in over here. Just thinking about the best way to do it without blocking too much of the entrance there. I mean, maybe we can do it like this, and then there'd be a room there for that. Well, yeah, we'll do it like that. Pop some toilets up here because, you know, why not? Everybody needs to go sometimes. Come on. Oh, don't worry, game didn't crash. That's just a side effect of me running it in a mode where if it does crash, I'm alright. You stupid sink. Come here. There. Right. Okay, so we've got some new toilets in. So now we've maxed out our research. We have a fantastic diagnostic zone. We literally have it all in one area there. We have a fantastic curing zone with space up here for more stuff if we want to put maybe another pharmacy in. Somebody died. And we have space down here in case we want to put another diagnostics in. We've got our staff room and training facilities. I think 2 doctors have been elevated to a new higher plane of doctorness. So let's put another 1 in there. I do want to start sacking useless ones though. For example, if we go down the list, anyone that's not a researcher should really have both of these awards. So this guy here doesn't have both of these awards. You're gone, mate. This guy here, I would get rid of him, but I feel like we need to train up more before I do that. One more. You get in there. Right, looking good. So that I think is pretty much it. What I'm going to do now is overspam the handyman to try and get these machines well and truly looked after. Any decent handyman is going to get employed. And I mean decent, I mean really good. We're also going to go bin and plant crazy now. So we're going to put bins all over the place so that people can put their rubbish in appropriate containers. He says, looking around the place, there's bins already everywhere anyway. That'll do. Right, let's go for plants in the rooms now. So we're going to try and put them near the doors if possible. Not really much room in there, but we'll put one in here. Put one in there. We may as well put a couple of plants down there. And could do with one in the ward. Don't really want to put one in GPs because I know things can get stuck, but it's fine. Put one in the middle of the DNA room. Why not? Here's a nice clinical environment, nice and clean. What's that? We're plant in the middle of it. Yeah, why not? Fair enough. Same with the operating theatre. There we go. So this GP's office, I think, is looking quite busy, but then we do have one down here as well. So at the moment, I've got no cause for concern. Let's have a look at how we're looking towards wing conditions. Okay, so we just need a better reputation, but that should build up nicely. We need to have more value in the hospital, so I am going to have to expand it, and we need to cure more people. So what I'll probably do is I will buy some more machines. We'll double up on a few things, put another pharmacy in, maybe another operating theatre, probably buy these 2 wings and do some expansions, and let's do that as a time lapse. So here we go. Well, here we are after that time lapse and a little time later. We've got an emergency to deal with. We've got 4 people with kidney beans. I'm sure we can handle that, because now you can see that we have expanded. We've got an extra operating theatre. I've had to rebuild the ultra scanner because it blew up. And we've got 2 more GP's offices because, wow, there was some queues. And we've gone forward in time a little while as well. We now have over $500,000 in the bank account. And if we look at this chart here, we have cured 604 patients. The last 2 criteria, we've now met all 5 criteria for beating this level. We've still got some people, some doctors in training there at the moment. We've now up to a grand total of 21 doctors, 14 janitors, 6 nurses, and a receptionist. This area around here, I kind of like the idea that it is just one nice little corridor there. This random waiting area, I suppose I could always put a radiator and a few plants in it. Oh, there is a radiator. Well, we've got a couple of radiators now. There we go. Just to make sure everybody is way too hot. And we actually got to see in the time lapse, we got to see the DNA fixer being used for the same for the first time. I tried to slow that bit to the time lapse down a little bit. We saw them come in on the helicopter, wiggle their way through. They didn't have legs, they couldn't sit on the chairs, and then this required a researcher. I missed that note when I first placed it, so I had to grab one of the researchers out of the research room. And these guys, they're not the best people. They're kind of like half intelligence compared to most of our staff, which is actually pretty good. They're all at kind of like a third or more, apart from these researchers here and here. These guys right down the bottom aren't that high yet because they're still in training, but apart from those guys, you know, he's up to a third, up to a third, up to a third, and they're all surgeons and psychiatrists as well, which is absolutely fantastic. Hospital is running well overall. Only 1 machine explosion so far this episode, and you know, I think that's quite good. That so I am now expecting a letter of promotion. I don't know when it will be. Hopefully it won't be too long before we get that. But looking at this list, I don't know if we'll end up with another diagnosis room type next time, because I've never done this episode. I've never done this level of theme hospital before, let alone the last one. Looking here, we have a lot of various different room types for the clinics. There is space for 2. I don't expect them to be filled. I mean, the facilities haven't really changed since about level 6, and the treatments, again, they haven't really changed since we got the operating theatre, probably somewhere around the level 4 or 5 mark. But it's a busy hospital. There's a lot of people wandering around. If we look at the map, you can see we can turn certain things on and off. So if we turn the heating off, turn machines off, turn fire extinguishers and plants off, you can see all 43 people walking around the rooms. Heating is now costing 2.3 thousand a month. You can see this area here has no white dots in it at all. That's because there's no patients in there. These 2 sections, never even bought them. I mean, we could do, but I don't see the point. So yeah, it's all going very well, and because we've got a lot of really well-trained doctors that are all surgeons and all psychiatrists, once the money turned around on this level, once it kind of got past that tipping point of expenditure of staff and heating versus income from treatments, it actually got quite easy. And I think the last level, which was I think the last level that I played was the first level I found proper hard. Before that, it was like, oh, I'm gonna have to think about this now. Then the last level was like, oh, this is actually a little bit hard compared to what I'm used to, because I've only been to that particular point once ever. And this level was actually in some ways easier, I felt, because I raised my game up based on what I've learned on the last 2 levels, and I got in there with the training. I found the trainer that I wanted. I worked out how many of this I need to have against that, and this slow expansion process and opening the hospital early I think helps quite nicely. But I'm not 100% sure. We'd have to run the same hospital with and without to say for definite, but I think it does. Obviously, having more handymen that you can possibly shake a stick at is a good idea, because I've only had 1 machine blow up on this level. Last episode I had about 5 or 6 explode on me, so that's certainly an improvement. Also, I've been going around on all the more expensive machines going, look, you've not had a repair in a while, you've not had a repair in a while. You might have seen me do it in the Timelapse, I'm not sure, but I was going around going, come on, let's make sure anything that needs any amount of repair, just whatever, because if there's an earthquake, we want to be ready for it. Operating table, it's been used, this is the new one, it's been used 84 times. Which is quite astonishing considering it's the new one. The old one has only been used 79 times, so the new one has actually overtaken the old one easily. For some reason, people prefer this operating theatre. Maybe it's ever so slightly closer to the diagnostics. I mean, you've got the GP's offices here, and here for the core 3. Then we've got these 2 overflow ones down in the corner. But I've really enjoyed this level. I hope you've enjoyed this episode. Leave your thoughts, ideas and questions on it. As always, if you've enjoyed the episode, remember to give it a like. If you're new and want to see more Theme Hospital and the new 2-point hospital I'm going to be doing, subscribe. Consider subscribing, because there's lots of exciting things coming up over the next couple of months on the channel. But I'm saying these things now because it's the 24th of December. We've met all the targets. It's now the 25th. We're soon, almost certainly, I would really be surprised if we don't get this fax coming through any day now. Probably just before the New Year's party. I would expect that to come through. Probably the last thing they do is send the fax just before nipping off to go celebrate with fireworks. There's the 30th. There's the 31st. No, wait. Where is it? There it is. And I believe that's the end of the level. So there's the charts that gives us our information. The fact we've had 750 visitors, we've cured 643 of them, 33 deaths. It's quite a lot of deaths, but not a crazy amount. Loads of awards. In fact, I think there's only one award we didn't get, and that's whatever this one would have been down here. And there it is. Dear Hellish, marvellous. You've handled the running of this hospital superbly. Well, I was just telling the viewers that, actually. It was brilliant. Would I like to do the last level? Yes. Yes, please. Oh, I've never seen that animation before. Cool. He does a back... Was it a forward flip? I think it was a forward flip. And here we go. The mother of all challenges. We've got this as our starting hospital, which is interesting. And then it expands. I'm looking forward to this. I hope you are too. I'll see you next episode, which I think will be on Tuesday if you're waiting for it to go live. Thanks for watching. Take care. Remember to leave your comments. And for now, goodbye.